Hi. All right, welcome to Social Work 407. This is Social Welfare Policy. It's a fully online course, and so I will be submitting on Canvas lectures in this kind of a style over via a recording, okay? So I went ahead and opened up the syllabus, and I kind of wanted to go through it with you guys real quick. It's a fully online course, like I said. If you guys need additional resources, let me know. What I mean by that is if you need to meet with me, let me know. We can schedule Zoom meetings, phone calls, whatever you're most comfortable with. And I'm available every other Thursday, as you'll see there, after 5 p.m. And if you email me, I will check my email on Tuesdays and on Saturday evenings after 5 p.m. So please do not email me with a crisis. Okay, try to stay ahead of the game and just understand that I'll get back to you either on a Tuesday or a Saturday, okay? Prior to emailing me, I would love it if you guys could do some research on your own end of any questions you might have. The practice of social work will demand that of you, that you do research on your own end prior to going to your supervisors, for instance, to ask questions. So just prior to emailing me, do a little bit of research. You might be surprised at the questions you're able to answer on your own, just from a little bit of research, okay? And a little bit about me. I work a full-time job, and I'm an adjunct faculty, so this is not my full-time job. I work from 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, at Journey Recovery Center through St. Elizabeth Physicians. So I am not normally available during those hours because I'm devoted to the work that I do there during those hours. So keep that in mind as well. What I do at Journey Recovery Center is targeted case management. I work with people who are in recovery, and I help to bridge barriers that they might experience, offering resources and support to individuals. So I do that from 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. I do this on the side because I absolutely love it. And what I've come to find is that I learn just as much, if not more, from you guys than I do in the field of social work. So I taught forensic social work during the summer semester, and I taught generalist practice during the summer semester. And that was those were the first two courses I've taught for NKU. I graduated with my undergrad in 2011 and eventually obtained my master's. And I am set to take my CSW sometime in the fall. And let's see. I guess I could go into some history, what I've done work history-wise. I worked for the Cabinet for Health and Family Services upon graduating in 2011. I was an ongoing worker, and I worked for the Sobriety Treatment and Recovery Team in Kenton County. I then moved on to Holly Hill Family Services, and I was a case manager there for a short stint of time. And then I ended up working for Judge Christopher Mailing in Kenton County as his social worker, his staff social worker. So a lot of what I did when I worked for him was outreach within the community, learning about resources, and it gave me, I guess it was like my first job where I felt that learning about policy and making changes was very important. So I was out in the community trying to create change on a regular basis. So I was in court with Judge Mailing during dependency and neglect abuse dockets, and I would recognize patterns from individuals, people who weren't able to have their needs met, for instance. They often refer to this as like a micro to macro continuum, right? You start to recognize patterns at the micro level, and you realize that change is needed at the macro level. So I would go out in the community and I would try to encourage change based upon individual needs of the people in the community in which I served, working for Judge Mailing. So I did that for about 5 years, and I found a true calling in substance use, and started looking for jobs related to recovery, doing some work in substance use disorder. And that's why I'm at where I'm at now. I'm working for Journey Recovery Center, and that is a St. Elizabeth Physicians affiliated organization. And I help people recognize what barriers that exist in their lives and connect them with resources to get them to a place of self-sufficiency and happiness. So that's where I'm coming from. I hope that, my experience proves to be beneficial in what we talk about in this course, things that we're going to talk about. And moving through the syllabus here, I don't want to keep you all on here forever tonight. Give all of this a read, please. I'm not going to read through all of this with you, but I do want to highlight kind of some of the assignments that you can expect. So there will be 4 individual quizzes as we sit here now. I might add a couple of quizzes throughout the semester, just building this course. I've settled with 4 as we sit here now. But, always check Canvas, always check your emails for updates, for announcements, as there might be the opportunity for more learning, what am I trying to say here? There might be the opportunity for you to access resources which I haven't already published in Canvas. So get in there, keep a close eye on it. You'll have your quizzes, you'll have your policy paper, getting to know your district legislator. Go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and make this paper visible as of August 17th, which is Monday. So go ahead and give this assignment a look over, because you'll need to identify who your district legislator is, and there's an expectation that you email them, and we want to give them time to get back with you. So please do not wait until the week that this assignment is due to jump in and work on it. It won't work, right? Then we've got a rubric here for you guys to look at. Okay, all of your papers need to be in APA format, at least 3 pages in length. That's not including the cover page. So 3 pages of content and in APA format. Now under the modules, we go back to Canvas modules. I have a plethora of APA format resources for you, because I'm a social worker and I want to give you the resources you need to be successful here. Now, whether or not you utilize them, it's up to you. I would recommend you utilize them, because I'm going to be grading pretty hard on APA format. Okay? Let me go back to the syllabus. You'll also have a community agency research paper, and I know COVID has happened and things are not operating per their normal operation. So keep that in mind too. This paper is also available for you starting August 17th. So give it a read. Start reaching out to people and places. Try to go ahead and schedule interviews from the get-go. Don't wait till the last minute. Same thing. Same thing with this. 3 pages at least, and an APA format. Then you'll have 8 discussion posts. Now, I do not require you guys to respond to other students' discussion posts. We're talking about social welfare policy. Things can get emotional. We're talking about opinions. Some of these assignments ask for your opinion. And just if you do decide to respond to a discussion post, please be respectful of your fellow colleagues, because you're going to cross paths with each other again. Keep that in mind and be respectful, but you don't have to respond. Maybe take a second. If you, I think about like Facebook posts, right? People post their opinions on politics, right? And we get real heated and we want to respond right away. Sometimes just go to bed with it. Sleep on it. Realize that maybe you can have a conversation with one of your colleagues, but let's not do so in an attacking kind of way. Let's be respectful, okay, of one another and our opinions. And then the rubric goes on to outline due dates, the course calendar, as you'll see here, etc. So your very first assignment coming up is what drives you. What I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out why you're in the field of social work. What topics have brought you to a place where you want to be a changing agent in this world, right? For me, I have found myself advocating mostly for people who have substance use disorder, and I've found myself advocating at the court level, within agencies, Journey Recovery Center, within the Cabinet for Health and Family Services. You're going to find yourself advocating, but what you're advocating for, I want you to kind of sit and think. Obviously, you're going to watch a video here, Alan Watts. I love Alan Watts. He talks about what inspires you if money was no object, right? So, moving into the field of social work, it's always great to reflect upon what it is that gives you your drive to be a changing agent in this world. You got to sit and think about it. So your first assignment here is simply that. That's all. I just want to know a little bit about you guys, why you're here, what you want to achieve in your career, if you know. And if you don't know, what topics really intrigue you. So, looking forward to reading to reading that, and you'll hear from me next week. Moving